New video. Like, fuck. Well, like what I was saying before I clicked the record button, it would have been a perfect little intro into this though. But Royal Rumble 2023, little video from one of these YouTubers that one of these YouTube channels that I be fucking with. Wrestling Gifts. It's been a minute since I watched one of his videos though, but I fuck with his WWE videos. It gives me like a real nostalgic feeling, you know what I mean? When I watch this shit, it's like, you know, it takes me back to when I was 8 years old. You know, Monday nights, Friday nights, you know what I'm saying? Waiting for who was my favorites back then? Jeff Hardy. I fucked with Taker, but who didn't fuck with Undertaker? Edge was my guy. Randy, fucked with Randy. Stone Cold was my guy too. But I definitely fucked with Jeff. I really did. Yeah, but those was my niggas. Just off the top of my head, those was my niggas though. But Royal Rumble 2023. Let's get into it though, because I heard and saw on Twitter that there was hella good shit going on. I kept seeing this.
It finally happened after months,
like,
after
bro,
countless moments, after so much drama
cinema.
that you would think we were watching a telenovela. That WWE did something it hasn't done in a very long time.
Like for real, these storylines though is really like TV shows, like like dramas.
As the Royal Rumble pay-per-view came to an end tonight, the WWE legit made cinema. I shit you not. For the last 15 minutes of the show tonight, I was glued to my TV screen in a way that I haven't been in a long time. I was invested in a wrestling storyline playing out in a way that I haven't been since maybe like 2014. This wasn't just some epic moment or a feel-good moment or a one-off thing. This was something that was storytelling at its finest, and the WWE just absolutely killed it. The Bloodline and Sami Zayn angle finally hit a crescendo. And yo, this was no doubt, in my opinion, this was the best thing that WWE has done in at least the past 6+ years. When Roman Reigns and the Bloodline were beating Kevin Owens' ass in the ring after their main event match, everyone knew what was coming, okay? Everyone and their mom knew that it was time for Sami Zayn to finally step up and hold it down for his boy, his amigo, his brother. It was time for Sami Zayn to hold it down.
That's when I actually remembered. I was just like, wait, I completely forgot. These niggas was actually cool at one point, because I was kind of familiar with that storyline.
For Kevin Owens, and they dragged this shit out as long as they could. But the thing was, the crowd and us watching at home just got more invested the longer it went. And even though a lot of that investment was due to the fact that we were hoping and praying that maybe, just maybe, The Rock was gonna come back to save the day, what they pulled off was so amazing and so special that low-key, it didn't even matter that The Rock didn't come back. Yo, I have watched a lot of wrestling in my life, you guys know that. When Sami Zayn hit Roman with the chair with his best friend handcuffed to the ring, I swear to God, that is one of the loudest pops you will ever hear in wrestling history, period.
And I saw the videos on Twitter though, because I just kept seeing this shit pop up. Not gonna lie, the crowd went crazy.
Period. Sami Zayn finally stepped up to Roman Reigns, hit him with the chair and said, yo, you wanna kill me, then just kill me to the Usos. And with the crowd going nuts and everyone just glued to the screen, fans were chanting fuck.
This part was kind of cringy, because I saw Dante reacting to this part. He was like, that was my brother, man. You hit my brother, man. Like, come on, man, highlight, man. Like, how can you do that? I'm not gonna lie, bro. These WWEs, man, horrible actors. Horrible actors. Have you seen Triple H act? Horrible. Oh my God. That's why I hate how these people keep on bringing up his name when it comes to like, if there's gonna be like a live action Kratos, Triple H would be the perfect one. I'm like, I get he has the look, but the man can't act for shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Have you seen Triple H in Blade? Go back and look at that. Horrible. Like, man, he has the look down pat. Definitely. You can look at him, that's Kratos, but I still feel like the nigga that did the motion captures for him, that Christopher Judge nigga, I still feel like he is the perfect nigga to play the live action Kratos.
And with the crowd going nuts and everyone just glued to the screen, fans were chanting, fuck you, Roman. Yes, in 2023, we had fans cussing out the top guy in the company because they loved Sami that much, because they were that invested in the storyline. And Sami Zayn was just standing there like the fucking man. After months of begging to be a part of the Bloodline, being an honorary Uso, after doing all their dirty work, after doing anything he could to, you know, get their loyalty and get their respect, it all led to this, with them standing there, just going back to his buddy and holding it down for Kevin Owens. Just the fact that Sami Zayn finally came to his senses and finally stepped up for his boy made this moment so special, and everyone loved it. But that was just the beginning. As everyone expected, Sami Zayn got super kicked and he fell to the ground. And as everyone was watching and we were ready to see the Bloodline just destroy Sami, get revenge for their boy Roman, we got a plot twist for the ages. Jey Uso walked out. While his brothers were beating up Sami Zayn and were leaving him a mess in the ring with Kevin Owens handcuffed in the ring, he just simply walked away. The same man who was against Sami joining the Bloodline for months, the same man who was Sami's biggest op, the man who...
And I'm not gonna hold you though, let's really keep it a buck though. These Uso niggas, they probably like, you know, hey, they got some accolades. They really do. They got some accolades underneath their belt. Like, they could really be like, you know, top 10, one of the best tag team duos. You know what I'm saying? They could definitely be in the top 10.
We thought at any moment would just snap and beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. Ended up being the one who didn't join the attack and just turned his back on his own family. Jey Uso simply left the ring, walked out while his brother screaming, "He's not your brother, we're your family, he's not your family." Jey just ignored it and walked out. And yo, listen, if that is not cinema to you, if that is not just special storytelling to you, I don't know what is. For months now, it was Jimmy Uso that was boys with Sami Zayn, right? It was Jimmy Uso that had the handshake with Sami, looking all cute and shit. It was Jimmy who would laugh with Sami and defend him. And it was Jimmy who we thought was true boys with Sami. But at the end of the day, nah. Jimmy never loved Sami. He just loved the tribal chief and he loved being a part of the bloodline. But Jey, the one that we thought was a snake for not trusting Sami, he turned out to be the real one, the loyal one. He was the one that even though he had beef with Sami, after everything Sami did, Sami earned Jey's loyalty. And on this night, it all became clear to him. Sami was in the right, Roman was in the wrong, and Sami was the true loyal one to his brother, to his family, to his boy. Not Roman, not Jimmy. And Jey, the man who has always been the true opposite of Roman, finally stood up to Roman Reigns once again. And of course, it all leads back to how the bloodline started, and it all did start with Jey standing up to Roman. It all started with Jey standing up to Roman Reigns when no one else in his family would. When Jimmy was just tagging along, it was Jey who was the one beefing him in the Hell in a Cell I Quit match. It was Jey the one that was standing up and doing something. It was Jey who knew how Roman truly was, and it all came full circle here tonight with Jey walking out once again after seeing how they treat Sami Zayn, the one who gave everything to be a part of the family. And this is no doubt gonna be the beginning of the end.
Jeez, what was they putting this nigga Sami through?
It's wrestling, it's fake, it's simple, it's not the most complicated story. I know it's not Spielberg, it's not Scorsese, I get that. But yo, I don't care because there's no way
now
you
Sami really wanted to be black. I'm not gonna hold you now. You see, if someone wanted to be black so damn bad, you know, she could have made a TikTok about this nigga.
Watch the last 15 minutes of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view and not come to the conclusion that wrestling at its best is unlike any other form of entertainment. I was glued to my screen, I was invested, I cared so much. For some reason my heart was racing. I don't know, call me a mark if you want.
My heart was racing.
I don't care, okay, I really don't. The ending was just simply amazing, okay? It was cinema, it was beautiful, and there are so many layers to this.
Hot.
Very rarely, if ever, does
nigga, he just got done doing like a 20-minute, like, you know, wrestling match. I know that breath is kicking. Get out of my face. Oh my god.
Wrestling ever reach a level like this, but tonight somehow, some way they did, and 2+ years of the bloodline led to this. And what started off as probably a joke,
they was doing this shit for 2 years.
The bloodline as a meme, as a joke, as a short-term storyline, somehow led to this, and it's a storyline that so many people are invested in. And I truly cannot wait to see how this goes. And next month it just gets even better and better because the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is live from Montreal, Canada, Sami and Kevin's hometown. It's perfect. Yo, at this point this might actually be a Scorsese production. But ladies and gentlemen, how could we forget that this wasn't just the night they reached pure cinema and the ending was amazing. This was also the night that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. Even though in my opinion they absolutely butchered his return, there was no reason for them to announce him. Everyone knew he was gonna be here. There was no reason to announce it.
I can see that shit all over Twitter.
Regardless, Cody Rhodes was number 30 in the Rumble. He went out there and he won the match. And yo, the boyhood dream is so close to coming true. He's finally gonna win the title for his dad. He's finally gonna win the big one. And obviously what makes it special is it's gonna be at WrestleMania. And as you guys know,
they just gonna drag out
biggest Cody supporter for the past few months. I 1000% think he should beat Roman for the title. I felt like that since he returned. I felt like that when his titty exploded at Hell in a Cell. But yo, the thing is, after tonight, after how special the ending to the pay-per-view was, listen, I love Cody, but I think we can all agree this has to end with Roman Reigns losing both titles at WrestleMania in 2 different matches. A feud this hot, this fire, a feud that is that magical that the fans are screaming F you Roman, that fans love, that are invested in as Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. Yo, it cannot end in just a tag match at WrestleMania. I genuinely believe that the company cannot miss this opportunity. It's only right. Cody Rhodes goes for the WWE title and Sami goes for the Universal. Roman has been champion for over 800 days and it all comes to an end at WrestleMania in Hollywood. It all comes.
So for anybody that wants to help me out here, you know, for anybody in like the comment section and stuff like that, help me out. So like the WWE champion, okay, boom, you're WWE champion. But then there's like the Universal champion. What does that mean? If you're the Universal champion, like what does that mean? Is that higher? Because it sounds higher than WWE champion. I'm not going to hold you. Like in my eyes, I would rather be the Universal champion than WWE champion. I'm just saying, I'm the champion of the universe. That's what it sounds like to me. So put me on.
Comes down crashing and it hurts inside, and it makes sense. Cody goes for the title that his father was so close to getting but never was able to get it done, and Roman and Sami for the Universal title. Roman Reigns, after being the king for so long, just finally loses it, goes full Mad King, full paranoid in the build-up, full crackhead mode, and it all leads to his kingdom just crumbling down at WrestleMania. And what better way than 2 nights, than 2 different challengers, 2 totally polar opposite challengers, 2 men who the fans both want to see as champions. One wins and takes it back to Raw, one to SmackDown. The reign ends, everyone wins. You get the boyhood dream of Cody Rhodes coming true. You get the unimaginable victory of Sami Zayn winning the main event of WrestleMania. Like, it just all works out. And I just really hope that they do not choke this opportunity. My boy Jordan on Twitter said it best. Split the world titles and do both moments. You cannot let this Sami Zayn story end on anything less than the ultimate payoff. It would be an all-time fumble if the WWE didn't pull the trigger, and I 100% agree. 2 storybook endings at WrestleMania in Hollywood, why not? It has to be done. After seeing the reactions on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, I think we can all agree that the Royal Rumble 23 ending was peak cinema. And ladies and gentlemen, the best part is, the cinematic experience could just be beginning. The company has a golden opportunity to make WrestleMania in Hollywood and the build up to it just truly generational and iconic, and it's right there for them to do. It would be a shame if the 2-year plus reign ended any other way than this. Cody and Sami for both titles. The Royal Rumble 23 was not a perfect show, but that ending, nobody is ever gonna forget that, and it was something that was truly magical to experience live. In the comments down below, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think of the ending? What should they do at WrestleMania? Is Sami your guy? Is Cody your guy? Or do you agree with me and do you do both, or do you only do one? Let me know down below. What a time it is to be a wrestling fan. What a
time to be alive. It's always a blessing, for real. Oh, always a blessing, you know what I'm saying?